Today we're talking about the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. It's the brand new credit card that I just applied for yesterday and got accepted, and now I'm going to tell you why I love it. So you guys just saw the St. Kitts travel video we made. We flew down last month to St. Kitts and Miami using points and miles. Used Delta to fly to Miami, then to St. Kitts, and I also had a bank of miles in American Airlines and used those to fly back from St. Kitts to New York City. I have a ton of different credit cards and I love the flexibility of accruing points in American Express as well as in Chase membership rewards or ultimate rewards so that I can transfer and fly to anywhere at any point, just like we did to St. Kitts. And in general, that's kind of the strategy I suggest for anybody who wants to get into flight hacking and to travel all the time. You need to have multiple different credit cards built for multiple different programs so that when you want to take a last minute trip, you have points to transfer from all these different partners. Okay, but let's get back to the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. So this is a new credit card that came out this year, and in the past year, I haven't really applied for any new credit cards. I hadn't seen anything come to the market that was really that amazing or that great. Last year, the Chase SAPPHIRE Reserve came out. They got 3 times points on travel and dining, and that's been a staple in my wallet. I talked about that on a previous video, which you can see up here. But now this new Capital One card really caught my eye. So in the past, Capital One hadn't been on my priority list at all because it's a straightforward point redemption rewards program. So in the past, for Capital One, if you accrued 1 mile, that meant 1 point that you could redeem for any travel purchases you made with the credit card. So if I spent $1,000 on a flight, I could log into the Capital One site and redeem 100,000 points to get that $1,000 flight taken off my bill. But that changed in December of this year, December 2018, which as of the 11th today, is now in effect. So Capital One now allows you to transfer to 14 different airline partners. I've got the full list I'm going to pull up on the screen here, but the 2 big ones that I love are Singapore Airlines and EMIRATES. So for Singapore, you know I love taking that Singapore Suites class seat where you've got the entire bed, you can lay down with me and Wei, and that flight from New York to Frankfurt is only 76,000 miles. Since Capital One transfers at a 2-to-1 ratio, you need 152,000 venture points to get that lay flat bed seat. So anyway, the Capital One Venture Rewards card, let's get back to the basics and talk about what this card offers now that we've gone over all the sort of transfer partners and why I'm excited about it. The biggest feature it has is it earns 10x points on any Hotels.com booking. So with the Chase SAPPHIRE Reserve, you're getting 3x points on any hotels or travel bookings. With this new Venture card, you're getting 10x, which is 333% better than the Chase SAPPHIRE Reserve or pretty much any other card on the market. Now, Hotels.com is one of my favorite booking partners. All they do is list hotels as well as now they're doing like Airbnb type villas and all that sort of stuff, but pretty much every hotel is on there. When we went down to Miami, the 1 Hotel South Beach was on there, the W is on there, Belmont Farm from St. Kitts is on there, Mykonos, Bill and Coo. Pretty much every trip we take, I put on Hotels.com. And the reason I do that is because Hotels.com also has a great rewards program. For every 10 nights you stay, you get 1 free. So that's basically like a 10% rebate on every booking you do with Hotels.com. If you combine that with the Capital One Venture card, which gets 10 times points, that's basically a 20% redemption for every booking you do on Hotels.com. So if you stay for 10 nights on Hotels.com, you're gonna get 2 nights for free, which is fantastic, and it's something I'm gonna be using every single time I book a trip. Okay, so let me give you the breakdown on the card itself, the card features, all that sort of stuff, now that we've gone over the 10x points and all the transfer partners. So right now, Capital One is giving you 75,000 bonus miles when you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months. They're also giving you 2x spend on every purchase. So in addition to 10x on hotels.com, you're going to get 2x on everything if you buy gum or gas or any sort of non-bonus category. $95 annual fee, but for the first year that's zero, it's wiped out. There are no foreign transaction fees, so that means when you're traveling to Europe or abroad, you're not going to pay 3 to 5% in overage and transaction fees. And then finally, you get a $100 global entry credit. And if you haven't done global entry yet, I highly suggest it. Basically, it gives you a quick screening line when you get off your plane and you're getting back into the US. This credit was kind of a waste for me in the past because I've had global entry for a while, but this year it came up for a renewal and I had to pay that same fee again. And this is where this card would really come in handy for anybody who already has global entry. You can still use it for that. So the Hotels.com partnership runs until 2020. So for the next 2 years, you're gonna get those 10x points, which is a fantastic value, and it's something that I would put on my calendar. I would put a calendar date for January 2020 and just make sure that on that date is this partnership gonna be renewed. And my personal opinion is they're gonna have to renew this because it's so popular amongst consumers. And then let me dig into the transfer partners really quick. I know I mentioned there's 14 partners, 2 of which transfer at 2 to 1. The rest of the partners transfer at a 4 to 3 ratio. So they transfer at a 4 to 3 ratio. And what that basically means is if you want to get 100,000 miles into your preferred category, into your preferred airline, you're gonna have to transfer 133,000 points. So 133,000 venture miles is equal to 100,000 miles in, let's say, Etihad, Aeromexico, Aeroplan, Air France, KLM, etc. Of these transfer partners, the other 2 that transfer at a 2 to 1 rate are Emirates and Singapore. I mentioned the Singapore Suites class. I also love Emirates for flying to, we flew them to Thailand, connecting in Dubai, where we got to experience that first class lounge in Dubai, where they give you like a free massage. They have multiple different restaurants with a free buffet as well as sit down service. Absolutely an amazing experience and a great way to break up that super long trip. Of the other 12 transfer partners, my favorites on the list are Air France, which we've used to go to Paris as well as to go to a potential Morocco trip. I also love Aeroplan. They have some great value in their business class award tickets to Europe. We flew to Munich on Lufthansa in their first class, which was an amazing experience. I think that was about 110,000 miles, and that's another great transfer partner of Venture Rewards card. Now let's talk about the 75,000 bonus miles. So it's a $5,000 minimum spend in the first 3 months to get those points, and if you don't have a lot of outgoing expenses, one of the best things I suggest you do is sign up for Plastic. It's PLASTIQ.com. I'm putting a link down at the bottom with my referral code, which will get you some free bonus points. But basically what they allow you to do is link your credit card to your mortgage payment or your rental payment and pay your rent with the credit card. That's what I do every month, and we get, for us, we're gonna pay off that $5,000 really quickly. It's expensive to live here in New York, but at least we're getting points for it. So if you don't already link it to Plastic, link it down below. It's a great way to hit these bonus spends, as well as just accrue a ton of points every month. So if you're spending $5,000 a month on Plastic at 2 times, you're getting 10,000 extra miles a month, which you wouldn't get if you were spending it strictly on rent. Okay, so we've talked about all the features of the Capital One Venture card. Do I recommend you get this? Absolutely. I just signed up for it yesterday. Here are my favorite sort of breakdowns of why I love it. The 10x points on hotels.com. I love the 75,000 bonus miles you get when you sign up for it, as well as those 14 transfer partners. So for me, this is one of the credit cards that I'm going to use on a daily, weekly, monthly basis for every trip I go on. I would say this card is not good for you if you don't use hotels.com. If you're already a Marriott, SPG, Hyatt, or you're tied to Hilton or some other brand, this card is not going to be the best for you because you're not going to make use of that 10x points bonus. But if you do love hotels.com and do book on there, you're going to get that 20% rebate, so this card is going to be awesome for you. Hey guys, this is Andrew Wise with Life Tailored. If you'd like this video, please like and subscribe down below, and also follow me on Instagram @LifeTailored, so you can follow up on my latest tips, tricks, and everything you need to know about how to live your best life. Alright guys, see you for the next one.